Hey there, guys! Davi 90 RTCB here.
There, I made the intro. Am I a pro now?
Looking through the history of videos I've uploaded over the years, I saw that the first Guitars Face Off was uploaded almost 5 years ago. We have seen many since then, but this one is the very first Guitars Face Off between two LTD guitars. And I'll tell you more about it. This one might be also the very first video here on YouTube featuring these two models. Sperando che nessuno ne carichi uno prima che esca questo video. Like in every Guitars Face Off, I want to take a couple of moments to explain the rules. Two completely different riffs. One played with the pickup at the bridge, the second one played with the pickup at the neck. The guitars are both in drop D tuning and equipped with fresh strings. There is no mixing, there is no mastering in the tracks. It's all just one single amp sim with the same settings for both guitars, meaning that both tones are still raw. Enough for the talking. Therefore, let's get to action.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
Some of you guys surely know that when I do my Guitars Face Off, I focus a lot on the raw sound, the neck, and the playability. But this time, like I did when I compared the Ibanez GRG131DX and the Ibanez GRG320 FA, I also took into account the very specifications I found on the official website. We will see what they share and the differences. And don't worry, I'll also give you some opinions. Let me start by telling you that these two guitars have a ton in common. Construction, bolt-on. Scale, 25.5. Tuners, LTD. Number of frets, 24. Neck, maple. Body, basswood. Fingerboard, engineered hardwood. Fingerboard radius, 350 millimeters. Nut type, molded. Actually, the specs in common don't end there, but now I want to talk about the sounds. And I want to spend a little more time here because there are some aspects we better check together. Both guitars have the same pickup, LH-100, both on bridge and neck. And we're talking passive pickups. The raw tones were practically identical, and the fact that they have been given the same weapons, well, it kinda helps prove the point. But guys, let me point out that the MT-130 has a single coil right in the middle. In fact, the MT-130 comes with a 5-way switch, while on the other hand, the MH-10 has 3. I don't think we will argue if I tell you that the MT-130 has more options when talking about sound possibilities. However, once you get this, it all becomes subjective. But why did I say subjective? Because it is simply up to you. Personally, for me, 3 positions are more than enough. But if you want more positions because you think you're gonna need them in your playing or because you like to experiment new things, who's stopping you? Now talking about the bridges of the guitars, also here we have a difference that's crystal clear to the naked eye. Tune-o-matic string through for the MH-10 and a tremolo bridge for the MT-130. Just in case you don't know, I am not a big fan of tremolo bridges, but here's the situation. You like to use the whammy bar. Well, you just have one option here. But let me also mention here that tremolo bridges can be a bit tricky when it's about stability tuning or changing strings. And if you're not a complete novice, I'm pretty sure this is not the first time you hear someone say this. As for playability, well, the specs don't say anything about it, but you can't blame anyone for it. But just like the sounds, I felt it the same way. They don't run fast like the new JS20 from Jackson, but, you know, this is something that doesn't affect the value of the guitars negatively. Trying to be super clear, I've had better and I've had worse. Lastly, we have the neck. I intentionally left it for last because the specs say so. But quite frankly, instead of thin U, I would have written smooth U. Yes, because they are equally smooth, but the MT-130 is simply thinner. And this isn't even the first time that happens. I mean, I found myself in the same situation when I compared the JS11 and the JS22 from Jackson. I mean, I was between surprised and... What? Anyway, I'm not here to question what the guys at SP Guitars write on their own website. But if you can tell me otherwise because you tried them both yourselves, please guys, I always tell you, don't be afraid, come forward, let us exchange opinions and let me know yours about it. But guys, the end of the day is upon us and the final point comes with a question. Do you really want to know what matters the most? I feel like I'm repeating something I've said in past videos, but this makes me happy because it kinda shows me that I was saying things right back there. LTD guitars are one of the best choices if you want to play heavy metal and you are on a budget. They will not be the fastest, but if you want to get some crashing tones to punch through your speakers, they can do the job. And isn't that what really matters? And this is all for this Monday, guys. I know it was a very long trip today, but hey, we had a lot to discuss. Guys, please know that your time for me is gold. And rest assured that I will never stop doing my best in order to bring you a good content. And if you want to repay me for my work, well, the things you can do are always the same. I'm already working on the next original cover, but I'll tell you right away that it's gonna take some time. But in the meantime, never forget, until the next time, try it until it's tight.